think so. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. What?
What? What?
Okay. The ones that's watching this or just started watching this or will be watching this in the future, XSplit, which is a encoder that YouTube uses. So it's been giving me a complete fit. I've seen API, exceeded. The daily limit for the API has been exceeded. Somehow or another exceeded the quota. Not sure why. Because I haven't streamed myself in, well, since the 22nd. So it's kind of weird. Edzar, what's going on? It's been a real pain in my ass. I wish they would get their shit fixed. So I don't know. It's just weird. It somehow or another it got deauthorized. The token expired, which is supposed to automatically update every time you fire it up. Is XSplit's supposed to connect to the internet, supposed to connect to YouTube, and get the new token from YouTube. Somehow or another, when XSplit updated itself, it lost the token. So I had to go in and try reauthorizing it, and I got a message saying that the quota had been exceeded, which is weird. But and that it would have to reset at midnight Pacific time zone. So what a pain in my ass. I had to pretty much wait until here right now it's 3 a.m. July 30th 2017. So I don't know. Let me see if I can get a hold of T-Man. Yeah, it is weird. It makes you want to reach out and touch someone in a very not so nice way. So, I know I've got a lot of drop frames on here. It's because the laptop has a pretty shitty graphics card. So there's nothing I can do about that as far as the graphics card goes without completely rebuilding a brand new laptop. And who's got time or money for that? So YouTube, XSplit, get your game together. If you don't like it, tough shit. The reason why I was up so late is, well, when I got off your live stream, that's I worked on the go-kart for a little while. Shot a quick video. Haven't had a chance to encode it and get it up. Hey T-Man, what's going on? I wish my neighbor had Wi-Fi, but unfortunately, yeah, I've got my own, but about time. Um, but actually, I'm hardwired in, so, and it's good to see you on here, T. Um, I've looked around for the 14-inch rim. So far, it's a no-go, but I'm not going to give up on it. I've thought about the 14-inch 5-on-5. The only thing that I've seen close to the 4-on-4, the biggest one that I've seen on the 4-on-4 bolt pattern, is the 12-inch at 4 inches wide, which is basically a trailer tire. I think that's what you have on the full screen machine. Yeah, nobody got the notification. I didn't get it. I didn't get it until after I got back home. I had to run out and grab a bite to eat for someone. I'm not gonna mention no names. But when I got back, it showed that the live stream was only up for 24 minutes. But when I clicked on it, you had already ended it and had shot it almost 2 hours early, so I never even got the notification at all. Yeah. I'm wondering if they had a issue with one of their servers. Yeah, that's what I got, was a new upload. I didn't get a notification that you were live, or even had been live. Just only in what you typed in as far as your description of it, and that was it. But we've been having some really weird storms here lately too. It's supposed to be clear all day. You look at the weather map, it shows clear, but then an hour or two later, it's like all hell breaks loose and we got a storm from nowhere. Yeah. Ansar had one of the longest live streams that I've seen so far. A 12-hour, I think it was close to 12-hour and 10-minute live stream, or live stream. Oops. One of the good flavors. So right now I have nothing but moderators in here, which is cool. I think Nevis has gone to bed, or he hadn't got the notification one. Ansar says, "Hi Rachel, I know you're hiding somewhere."
Hello.
She says hello.
Yeah, I'm hiding. I'll come on in a second.
She'll be in here in a minute.
I'll just let you get in.
Let me know if the audio on the volume is too low or too high. Yeah, he probably is, Ansar. That thing looks pretty nice too. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's a little hard to, live stream while you're working there. I'm just glad you showed up.
What's he doing?
He's subcontracted to Super 8
No.
all the way up until either uh, September or October.
So he's living there?
Hmm?
So he's living there?
No, he's doing work there. Good.
Don't get
Good.
caught on the front of it.
No, he's contracted. He's redoing the rooms.
Kevin, can I help? Can I help? Can I help?
I haven't been able to catch any of your live streams, T-Man. I've been having to go back and watch them after they done their uploads. Unfortunately, I've been at work when yours comes on. So, the current news on the Murray. I've got the seat plate painted up and it's ready to bolt on. I changed out the charging coil. And I'm getting ready to put the roll cage on. So it's going to be a fun day tomorrow. Yeah, I bet it is. I'm wondering if the bank teller looks at you a little, weird, like, what? But hopefully within the next week I'll have the Murray zipping across the yard. I might do a test run with it with no brakes, the fun way. Yeah, the cat wants to play. She's kneading the cover and purring her butt off. Rascal. So I just wanted to do a quick live stream. I know T-Man, I know you're tired. I know you've been up working and getting things together for your future build. Is all the parts coming in like you need them to, or? I've got to, the first motobox I've got to change the rear tire on it. Took me a second. I've got to change the rear tire on it, and it's going to be pretty much finished other than putting lights on it, and I will be doing a video on that. I've just got to get some more of the 1/2-inch loom, wiring loom, and make a small box for the battery to sit in, and I can do all my wiring on the headlight and the tail light. I want to get a Predator 212 put on it and put a charging system on it to see if that will help out with the lights. Is running it just off a battery is it's okay, but you constantly got to charge the battery in order to make sure it doesn't kill it. Which y'all are aware of that. You run them down too far, they ain't no good afterwards. The other motor box that I have, I've got to get a Predator engine for it. Possibly a torque converter for both of them. I'm going to do the same thing to both of them. Put a battery, charging system, lights. That way we can ride around at night. I've got to change the back tire on it and get the accelerator cable and the brake cable. I got to get all of that. off of eBay. I just bought the cam, carburetor, and gasket set for the 420 generator. Pit bike, I'm going to have to buy 2 tires for it. My brother's been running the piss out of it down at my mom's. So I haven't even rode it in probably a month and a half. I don't know, I should have shot video with it, but I didn't get a chance to. I didn't have a good charge on my cell phone. I think I was down to like 15%. Mine, it won't. You can't shoot video once it gets down that low. It just closes the program out. Yeah. Yeah, we had a little chit chat with him last night. Well, yeah, yesterday morning now. About that. CNC, RBG, GPS. Yeah, he won't mention any of those unless he's, asked about it. Wow. Yeah, I bet you are. I'm gonna put some word out for you. I'll see if I can maybe get some orders if you want, and then I can just send them to you on Facebook. Now it's only if you want me to. I'm not gonna, you know. Only if you want me to. I'm not gonna push, the aux beam. I'm not gonna push them out there if you don't want me to. In your company name. But I will send them to your channel. That's for sure. Everybody at my job that knows that I have a channel. Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're ready. That way I can, start getting the orders together for you. On Facebook, send me a price list when you're ready, when you get a chance, and that way I can print it out and have something to show them. And I'm gonna push them to your go-kart channel and let them know that you have other channels. The same way with you, Adsar. I'm gonna send everybody that I have at work to y'all's channels. Oh, T-Man, the last live stream that you watched earlier, did you see the LED lights that I had? You should be able to. Hey, no problem. That's what we're here for. Push and promote. Push your channels out there and promote them. And them little LEDs are pretty bright. They're not quite labeled aux beam. It's probably the either the lower end aux beam, you know, how some companies, they'll make, you know, their name brand of the product, and then they'll push out like a sub name brand or a no name brand directly under them. Kenwood has done it, Pioneer's done it, JVC's done it. You know, some of the bigger companies have actually got a lower line that they push out. Y'all know this. But for the ones that don't know it, yeah. This is for the general public that comes in. Make sure y'all go and visit T-Man's Go-Karts. Make sure y'all visit Atsar's channel. Both of them's got a lot of great content. Let's check them out. Subscribe to them. Like their videos. You know, they got something on their YouTube channel that you will like.
Atsar's got a dog.
Mm-hmm. Pay $140 to get it. Wow, that's not too awful bad, but that is still kind of expensive. Yeah, he spent what, 190 on parts for the new build. I think is what he said on his live stream. Also, for the general public, ones that come in and watch live streams later on down the road, you know, it's one thing to come in and, you know, beg the host to give them a shout out. If you type your name in the description box, your channel name, you're giving yourself a shout out. You know, you don't necessarily have to spam the host, you know, live stream to try and get traffic to your channel. Now, if it's a specific video that you want the host to visit, he may not be able to watch it right at that moment. A lot of times, sometimes they do have that chance. Just don't, you know, worry the piss out of them to watch it. Just say, hey, I got a new video. You know, this is what it's about. And sometimes you'd be surprised. You know, like my buddy T-Man, he's pushed a couple of videos on his channel during his live stream, which was pretty cool, and I thank you, by the way, for that. So, I mean, you know, just let the host know, hey, I've got a new video. If you don't mind watching it later on, you know, asking can go a long way. You don't have to try and bury everybody that's in there trying to watch the live stream over, you know, just spamming. So that's a good way to get kicked out. And don't try and promote another channel, bigger channel. That's just not good. Did you? Yeah, I've noticed that mine went up from 36 to 39, but yet I haven't seen, you know, it's not showing me their names yet. Unless their content is hidden, you know, I won't be able to. I'm not going to be able to see who they are. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately I had to flex the old moderator muscle. In a way, it was you know, it was fun to do it, but at the same time, it was kind of you know, maybe they're not going to like what we say, so of course, you know, they're going to hate on us. But we got the views. That's what counts. Did you get the did you get the same problem I did, Adsar, with the XSplit? Yeah, they did deserve it. I don't understand the reason why people's got to come in and just, you know, blister somebody just because they don't like the content. But yeah, to each his own. If you don't like it, just, you know, say, hey, I don't like what you got, and move on. You know, you don't have to sit there and pretty much cuss us out like he did both of us last night or just yesterday morning. So T-Man, did you get the 14-inch, the pictures you sent me and on the link? Yeah, oh, okay. Now I did see some 12-inch 12-inch rims on there. Like I said earlier, you know, it was only a 4-inch wide tire. That would fit on it. What a bad price on that tire though. $102, or was it $105, something like that. It's not bad though. And where are you getting your 45-inch live axles from? Because the biggest ones I can find on eBay is 40-inch or 42-inch. The so-called no-flex drive shafts, live axles. BMI cards. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm not far from getting. I was supposed to go today, but I didn't do that. Yeah, they do. They really do. I was supposed to go get the welder today, but that didn't work out. Nice. I'll definitely see that one. Let's go to that real quick. Really? Wow. not a bad price on it. It's not a bad price at all. But $30? That's real good. I might have to invest in one of those. I've got the other go-kart, the other Murray, that needs an axle. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. I'm also going to put in a yeah, I noticed that too, but the price on the part is not that bad. I'm going to have to put in a center support bearing, because I remember one of your videos you talked about, you know, the flex on it. Once it flexes to a certain point, it bends them. Yeah, I have seen some of the parts that go real cheap. Usually the shipping is about $10 or $15 higher than the actual part. The ARC Racing done pretty much the same thing with the valve springs that I got from them. It was a 36-pound valve spring for the Honda GX390 / Predator 420. The springs were $485 each, and the shipping was almost the same price. And what killed me was, even though I bought 2 of the valve springs at the same time, they still charged me shipping as if I bought them individually, and they shipped them in the same box. Yeah, 36-pound valve springs. They didn't have anything lower than 36 pound. So I don't know what the 420 has as far as valve springs in it from the factory, but I'm gonna have to find out. I'll take a spring and put a flat washer and a bolt, and then on the outside of the spring I'll have 2 hooks come in to the inside of the spring, and on the bottom of it I'll hang some 1-pound weights on it until it starts compressing the spring. That'll give me an idea of poundage. You remember how the swing set springs were set up for some of the porch swings? When you looked at it, it was the spring itself was probably 4 inches tall, and it had this weird piece that went up into it like that, and it hooked on each side at the top of the spring, and on the other end was done just the same way, and that's what was connected, you know, to the chain. That way when you sit down on it, the spring would give just enough to keep from having full tension on the hook at top. It wouldn't be a hard jolt when you sit down into it. The spring would take up most of the jolt when you sit down. Yeah, I know that looks a little weird on the screen, but that's just to give you a general idea. It's kind of like suspension on chain. I can do the same setup to test the poundage on the springs that's in the 420. Yeah, they hurt like a son of a bitch. I've done that twice. My great aunt that used to live here in Danville, she had one of those swings set up And where the chain come from the back of the swing and the handle, the spring was there. And if you weren't paying attention, you'd reach up, grab a hold to the chain, and go to sit down. And once your downward pressure would equalize, it would wind up pinching the hell out of your hand. You'd wind up usually with 2 or 3 blood blisters in a row right down the center part of your hand. So my grandfather told him to take the spring off the bottom, connect it, and then shift the spring to the top. I've noticed some of the swing sets in some of the newer parks, like Blue Park, some of your playgrounds and stuff that have swing sets on them, they have a similar setup to them now, to where they have the springs, at the top instead of down at the bottom. A lot of them used to just use a chain hooked to a eye hook at the top, and it was pinched together and welded. Now they have a spring in it to kind of give the person riding more of a downward force. When they got near the bottom, it would help them actually accelerate and go higher. Of course, that made it more fun to jump out of once it reached its maximum. You come flying out of it 10-15 feet in the air, and God help you when you landed. I've jumped over a bike and landed on my face a couple of times. It wasn't a pretty picture. Didn't feel all that good either. But I cleared the bike. 17 feet away from the swing, but I cleared it. It's a wonder I didn't lose half the teeth in my head doing that. One quick question, T-Man. What would be the minimum wall thickness on the tubing for making something like the A-Cart or the full screen? Is it 0.95 thickness? Would that be the thinnest you would go? Yeah. Okay, T-Man, I know you're tired. Hopefully on your adventure at the uh, Super 8 that you find some more goodies like you did on your last one. That would be cool. Yeah, definitely get you some rest, T-Man, because if you're anything like me, you're going to be working hard. How many rooms y'all have left? Is it one of the bigger ones that have like 60 rooms, or? Yeah. Okay. So 0.95 is the thinnest. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I didn't want to go too thin because of you get suspension on there. It has a tendency of wanting to bend where you put your suspension at. Especially if you do any jumps with it, you don't want it to fold in half and pinch you in the middle. That would hurt. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Well, have fun. I think I'm gonna end the live stream anyway because I've been on for 40 minutes. I don't want them to be too long. So, Atsar, T-Man, y'all have a great, well, great morning now. Yeah, it is. Um, yeah, definitely be more time with her. Y'all have a good night. Be careful, stay safe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.